Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Imani and I'm so happy that you're here. I was not explaining, is that a word? No, it's not. I was not planning to do this video so soon, but I got this in the mail yesterday and I was looking a hot mess yesterday, so I was like, I'll just film it today.
Y'all, my lashes are looking a hot mess.
So in the mail yesterday, I received the Natasha Denona bronze palette and
That lash about to take off.
bronze cheek palette. I ordered them with a pre-order and then I never got a notification that it shipped, and then it just showed up in my door yesterday. So I'm not mad at it. I am wearing both the eye palette and the cheek palette right now.
Y'all ain't even tell me. Trifling.
And I'm just going to give you my quick thoughts, first impressions on using everything. So let's go ahead and get into it. As I always tend to do, most of the time, timestamps are listed down below, so feel free to skip ahead to the part that you want to see. So first things first, I'm going to go into the cheek palette first. So it came in this really pretty bronze box. It almost looks slightly holographic, but it's not. Really pretty box, and of course the packaging matches the box. This palette goes for $55. I accidentally ordered two somehow, so I do need to return the other one, but their return policy is really flexible. This is what the inside of the palette looks like. It's got your 4 shades and then a really nice sized mirror here. It is the exact same size as the, what was it called? The other palette that I have. I had the Bloom one. I use the Bloom one a lot, especially this blush shade. You can tell like it's kind of dirty. The blush shade and this Glow Extreme, those are like my go-tos when it comes to blush. I'm not wearing it today because I wanted to kind of let these other products shine, but this is what they look like next to each other. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Drop it. This is what they look like. So they're really pretty sister palettes. I will say when I got this one and I opened it, the top 2 shades here are cream. This is the Bounce Cream Glow. This is the Bounce Cream Blush. And I was worried about that blush because I'm like, blush for who? Not for me. And so my lash is doing weird things again. Hold please.
Tell me how I should have looked in the mirror and still fixed a wrong lash. How?
Okay, let's see if that stays. Probably won't. Yes, I was really worried about this blush shade because it's light and it is not a blush shade for me. But I was really excited for the other shades in the palette, and I think that they performed really well overall. So of course, these are 2 cream shades. They have the little flap that protects them. This palette is described as Natasha's 4th extension shade of these types of palettes. It's a long-lasting, multi-use palette with hydrating cream and powder formulas in metallic brown and incandescent champagne shades to define and highlight natural features. It can be used in the eyes, cheek, lips for an all-around sun-kissed glow. Alluring bronzes, creamy tans, incandescent champagnes, keeping your skin bronzed, blushed, and highlighted all day. The Bounce Cream Blush. Yeah, Bounce Cream the Bounce. Look at me. The Bounce Cream Blush is described as a light, cool bronze, a gorgeous coral bronze shade with a soft champagne reflection. It can also be doubled as an eyeshadow. Then the Bounce Cream, whoa, hey. The Bounce Cream Glow is described as a sheer ivory pink, a slightly duochrome white highlighter with pink reflex. Then we have Super Glow Bronze, which is a rich bronze, a highlighting bronzer that can be placed slightly above the hollows of the cheekbones for a natural lift. It can also be used as an eyeshadow. And then finally, we have the Super Glow Nude, which is a nude champagne highlighter that can be placed above Super Glow Bronze to intensify the cheekbone area, or can be used as an eyeshadow. I'm going to swatch all 4 for you now, starting with the cream shades. So we've got Bounce Cream Glow and Bounce Cream Blush. This is Bounce Cream Glow. This is Bounce Cream Blush. So anyway, another thing that confused me is the lighter shade actually swatches darker on my skin tone than the blush shade. Like it makes no sense. It's like witchcraft and wizardry. I'll swatch them again just so you can see. I have not done anything to them. Glow. blush. I don't get it. But as you can see, the glow shade has like a pink duochrome shift to it. And then the blush shade just looks like a pale champagne highlight on my skin tone. So I can still use it as a highlight. It's just not a blush. And then next we're going to swatch the powder shades here. So we've got Super Glow Bronze and Super Glow Nude. Bronze, nude, bronze, and nude. I will say I'm kind of disappointed by the nude shade. It doesn't have that impact that I thought that it would, but it still works as a highlight. I'm wearing it today just a little bit. I'm kind of wearing 3 of 4 shades. The only shade I'm not wearing is that one, the blush. But yeah, overall, I think it is an okay palette. Do I think that this is worth the $55? Unfortunately, I do not. I have a lot of other highlighters that I think are less expensive that perform better than this. But it is really pretty. I really enjoyed the Bounce Cream Glow. That one is definitely a beautiful shade. I would buy it on its own, but $55 for this whole palette, I'm not that impressed with it. Now the Bloom one, I feel like that was worth it. This one, not so much. But first, is this lash coming? What is this lash doing? Look, this lash has taken off. This lash said bye. Battling with my lashes today. Okay. This palette has 15 new shades packed with groundbreaking, buttery smooth, hydrating eyeshadow formulas and entrancing brown and vibrant bronze shades. Talking. It provides maximum color payoff with minimum effort, blending seamlessly to achieve vibrant, ultra-pigmented, long-lasting looks. Made with the highest quality, pure color pigments, dazzling chroma crystals, and luminous mineral pearls, and it wears beautifully on any skin type and skin tone. So let's open her up. This one has a gorgeous mirror, of course, but these shades are gorgeous. I surprisingly am not the biggest neutral eyeshadow girl. I'm more like bright colors and then pink. But this one just kind of spoke to me just because it was just so warm and just bronze and summer ready. So this is what the palette looks like. I will go ahead and swatch them for you now. All right, so we'll start with this row right here. Gloaming, Palladium, Bliss, Silk, and Beach. Gloaming, Palladium, Bliss, Silk, and had to do that one with my thumb, and Beach. Let's swatch Beach again. She didn't get a fair swatch. She did not get a fair swatch. Beach. So this is what that row looks like. Gloaming is described as a burnt umber with a light bronze reflect. I think it is more like I think that's pretty accurate, but it kind of shifts between pink and orange. Then we have Palladium, which is a warm pinkish taupe. We have Bliss, which is described as a red pink with golden green reflex. Silk, which is a foiled rich champagne, and Beach, which is a warm nude. Up next, we have the middle row here. So we have Magma. Oh gosh. We have Magma, High Degree, Alloy, Ridge, and True Bronze. Magma. Let's swatch her again just because. There we go. Magma, High Degree, Alloy, Ridge. Of course, the mattes don't swatch the greatest, but they do perform excellent on the eyes. That's Ridge. Wow, she was struggling. and then True Bronze, which True Bronze did not come to play. So Magma is described as a medium dark umber. High Degree is a red copper. Alloy is a vibrant bronze with golden reflect. Ridge is a medium warm mustard. And then True Bronze is a foil bronze. And then we're finally going to swatch the last row here. So we have True Copper, Suntan, Sundown, Deep Dive, and Rhodium. True Copper, Suntan. Ooh, that's almost my skin tone. Swatch Suntan there. Sundown. Ooh. And when I go in for that second swatch, my aim is just all over the place. Okay. Suntan, Deep Dive. Okay. And then Rhodium. So True Copper is described as a warm copper, Suntan a warm medium brown, Sundown a medium light yellow brown, Deep Dive a deep brown eggplant, and then Rhodium a medium warm purple with silver reflect. I will pull out the other Natasha Denona palettes that I have of this size just so you can see them next to each other. I still think the Metropolis palette is probably her best palette, but that's just throwing that little nugget in there. This is the Sunset palette compared to the Bronze palette. As you can see, the color stories complement each other, but they are definitely quite different. I do think there's more variety of tones in this palette, although this one could use some deeper shades as well. In case you're wondering if Aster, the purple shade in this one, and Rhodium are similar, I am just going to swatch those two. This is Aster from the Sunset palette, and this is Rhodium. Pick up a little bit more Rhodium. I don't know what happened there. Rhodium just disappeared. So this is what those two shades look like. They are similar. Rhodium is a little bit more sheer. Aster is a little bit more glittery, but they are quite similar. Day Spring, which is this shade here in the corner, and then Soak, which is this shade right here, do look fairly similar as well. So I'm just gonna swatch. Those two. So this is Day Spring. And this is Silk. So while they are definitely both bronzy shades, Silk has more pigment, packs more of a punch compared to Day Spring. One of my favorites is probably second runner up after Metropolis. It is the Love palette. Oh, I love her. So beautiful. Compared to the Bronze palette, and I would say there really aren't any similar shades in here. Besides Commitment, which is the deep purple here, and Deep Dive in here. So I will just watch those two. So this is Commitment. Commitment. This is Deep Dive. So while they may look, oh, hello. My bad. That was all on me. So while they may look similar in the pan because they are really deep purples, there is more purple in Commitment and it's lighter versus Deep Dive, which is definitely more of a purple brown and it is significantly darker. I did film this eye look, so I'm going to go ahead and insert that eye look now.
Okay, so I'm doing a little voiceover here, and I know that I said that I was doing the eye look first, but I actually used the cheek palette first. So first I went in with the Bounce Cream Glow highlighter, which is a pink duochrome highlighter, and I used my finger to just kind of dab that onto my cheekbones and also the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, my chin, and my forehead. Then I went in with a brush and used Super Glow Nude on top of that and realized it was super pigmented and that I needed to blend that out a little bit. Then I went in with a Super Glow Bronze and kind of put that highlight underneath the other two near the hollows of my cheekbones, and I was really feeling that. So on the eye look, we went in with Sundown, and I just kind of blended that in my crease, kind of all over my lid as a good base shade. Next, I'm taking the shade Magma, which is that deep brown, and I'm using that to deepen my outer V and also taking that along my lower lash line. Next, I'm taking that really pretty duochrome shade Bliss, and I'm using my finger to put that all over my lid while I'm watching YouTube. Up next, I'm taking the shade Silk, and I'm using a brush to put that in my inner tear duct area as my inner corner highlight. And then also going to put that shade on my brow bone. Up next, we're taking Deep Dive, which is that deepest shade in the palette, and I'm putting that all along my lash line to kind of smoke the look out a little bit. Then I'm taking that shade called High Degree, and I'm putting that on my lower lash line in between the deep shade and my inner corner highlight. And then I just put on my liner and lashes, which did not last very long, but that was the rest of the look.
On to my thoughts about the palette. I feel like on the eyes, these shades perform beautifully. A lot of them are very woman of color, men of color, people of color friendly, which I am a fan of. I do wish that there were more darker shades in here. There's a lot of mid-tone and highlight shades, but when it comes to crease shades for me, the only ones that work, the only ones that work are really Deep Dive and Magma over here, and Magma is even kind of pushing a little bit. So I do wish there was another just dark true brown, like a good chocolate brown in here to tie everything together. I do like the pop of color with rhodium here, and I do like the shifty shade Bliss here. That one's really pretty as well. Do I think that it is worth $65? I think that really just comes down to your personal preference. I think Natasha Denona I think Natasha's formula is excellent. The way the shades just blend together, they don't emphasize texture on your lids. I think that they are beautiful eyeshadows. So it really just comes down to whether you need another neutral palette in your life or not. So that's everything that I have to say about the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. I really am a fan of it. I think it is beautiful, but it's definitely not a necessity. Is it adding anything to your collection? For me, it is, just because I don't have a lot of neutral palettes. But if you do, you probably don't need to pick this one up. Just wait till whatever her fall release is going to be. But other than that, please let me know your thoughts down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.